here, and I'm now back in No Man's Sky. As many of you will be aware now, the next update has got released yesterday. Um, I couldn't do a video on it yesterday because work, but I got it installed. I have jumped in and I have had a look at a few of the bits and bobs, some of the things that are different. The first thing you could tell straight off the bat, visually it has changed. Visually it has changed quite a bit, and it's looking a lot more detailed. And I like that. I think it's quite funky. Um, I think that the visuals on the ships have also changed a little bit as well. Because I can remember this ship, it never had spinning turbines. But few changes. Visually, it's changed quite a bit, but so far, visually, it's changed. The visual change is I do like it quite a bit. I'm not going to be doing a major load in this first video with the new update. It's just more, I suppose. I suppose it could be a little bit of a tutorial video, some the basics. I still don't know everything about the next update, but I'm going to do a little tutorial video because I have seen it on the Facebook. I'm join the No Man's Sky Facebook community page, and there's always a lot of people on there, asking questions. Okay, some of the questions I can't answer, but there's a lot of questions that it's quite simple. Not so hard. I'll say simple, but it's I know what's going on. Oh, I figured out how that works. So the biggest problem at the moment for me, I mean, it's not a problem in the ways of like, really great, oh, it sucks. It's more like, oh shit, back to the fucking drawing board. Is a lot of the ship technology, exosuit technology, multi-tool technology, a lot of that had become obsolete. So, and you will actually see in the stocks, and it will actually say obsolete technology. And you can deconstruct it. I did, but I actually sold most of it. I did actually sell what I got from the deconstruction, so I can't really show you directly what it is, I don't think, unless I am able to find a piece of technology that has it on it. I'm not totally sure on this one here. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find a piece of technology that will blah, 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 blah. Have it. So one good thing is that you have the rocket launcher straight off the bat, which is nice. Okay, I don't have what I need to make it, but at least I've got it to make it. But as you can see, on this one, for example, it's on this. We on quite a few of them. You have something called a technology module. So when you start the game, if you've got a lot of obsolete technology, you can deconstruct it, and you will get the technology modules from it. I don't know how many you get from each one. It's like 2 or 3 from each one, I think. And obviously, you use that to obviously get more tech and to help basically build technology for your ship. Obviously it'd be for your multi-tool and your exosuit as well. But I actually sold the technology modules because I'm going to assume that either they are something that you can either find or eventually make. You find a blueprint for it and you can make a technology module and that way. But I actually made about 6 million units off selling them all. I think for 5 they sell for about, well, it depends, I suppose, on the economy of the system you're in, but when you obviously have like 5 on your on the menu screen, when you look at it, it says like 5 or 5 or 2 or 2, like there it says 2 or 2, or 5 or 5 on, it's like on this bit here, and 5 of them came up to 250,000 units. So unfortunately, a lot of the technology you will have to build again. But there are obviously some new technologies, or at least some different ones, or they got at least a different name. It's like this one is cadmium drive. Obviously, it's a form of warp drive, but it looks like basically that's the one that you need to get into the red star systems. Emerald drive is the one to get into the green star systems, and unfortunately, I don't have the one for the blue. I don't have the one for the blue just yet. So that's one thing you will have to be careful of if you're downloading now, or if you're going to be or if you've downloaded it but haven't got around to playing it yet. That's one thing you do need to keep in mind, is that a lot of the technology will be obsolete, because obviously they've got new sort of like resources in the game and everything like this and everything like that. Another big change is the space station, and not just visually. It still has the two sides, but they are much more expanded on, as you'll soon see. They are much more expanded, and in general, just look a lot better. It looks more like an actual space station now, rather than just a small room in a big ass box. It looks like an actual station. I'm saying the Gex system here. So let's just have a look, see what he does. Navigator Fetney. I haven't really talked to any of the people on here yet, so I don't know if any of them do anything specifically. I'm just going to touch the datapad, touch the datapad, signature. Probably the wrong thing to do, but bollocks to him anyway. But as you can see, you can seem to interact with all of them, every single one of them. So on the say if you're coming into the space station, on your right hand side, you have your terminus still, but now it's just it looks a bit like a Stargate of some kind, a miniature Stargate. And then you got this guy here, mining overseer, guild envoy. So it looks like the guilds have their separate envoys. He's a trade envoy. He will give you missions, and he's a guild envoy. I don't know what he does. I don't know if he gives you missions as well. Let's just have a look. Tra-la-la, tra-la-la, tra-la-la. I'll accept the gift. Let's see what he gives me. Just thanks. Oh, he gave me some deuterium. Now, all the new resources, or at least the new names for them, I still don't know which one all they are, so I still need to figure all that out just yet. It's basically like starting again. I have to start. You have to learn everything all over again. But I'm not too fussed about that. I've had this game from day one, and obviously changed in the past when there's been updates and things have had to change and things have got lost and you have to learn new things. So it's nothing new to more veteran players, I suppose you could call them. You still have your galactic terminal, trade terminal. You can sell your stuff. So basically on this side, you got your terminus, Stargate. You got the guilds where that guy over there. I don't know if he does anything specific just yet, but he just gave me a new resource. And he's like, okay, I'll take it. and you still got the mission boards guy. And you got more people. You got more of the alien race to talk to on each platform. So now we're gonna go to the other side. And on the other side, again, it's an expanded platform. Seems to be less people on it, but it's people. Ooh, hello. Oh, you still have some remnants of how the space stations used to be. So you still got the remnants of it. There's another trade terminal, so you got two terminals. Console Godder. Who are you? I don't know who you are. I'm gonna walk away anyway. I don't know who he is. I don't know if that's another player or if that's. Well, considering he's not moving around, I'm gonna assume that that's just an NPC. But he actually waved. We'll get on to stuff like that in a short bit. You know, still the Atlas Pass. You know, so you still have remnants of how things used to be. What's in the box? Projectile ammunition. And sodium chloride. Damaged container. We'll just get rid of that. Bada bing. And sodium. Get relic. So yeah. So there's still places. So there's still like, you know, some familiarity. So it's okay. So now onto the rest of this platform. We have. I don't know if all the space stations have the same kind of setup, or if each space station has, you know, I'll go to the next space station and the setup in there will be a little bit different. But this is just what's in the setup of the space station I'm in at the moment. So we have Technology Merchant, Valander. Don't understand what you're talking about. But you could come here and you can either trade nanite clusters for blueprints. So we're just gonna have a look. So you can see he's got nanite clusters. Now, as you can see up here, you got 3 different forms of currency of some kind. You have obviously your units. You have your nanite clusters. Quicksilver, I don't know what that is, but concerning the symbol, I've got a feeling that's something maybe to do with the guilds. I'm gonna assume that that's something to do with the guilds myself. But as you can see, I don't have any, so that's why I'm not 100% sure just yet. But I'm gonna guess it's something to do with the guilds, mainly because of the symbol that's there. It screams guild to me. So you got your blueprints. So you know, so that combat scope. That's probably something quite new. A recoil and stabilizer weapon scope for precise combat. Now that could be something that was in the game before, but now it's just got a different name. You know, so geology cannon. Large bore projectile launcher propels plasma shells designed for rapid ground excavation. So, you know, probably a lot of these things have like new names or some of that. So what's this one? Waveform recycler. A powerful lateral processor inserted into the multi-tool scanning system allows the device to recharge at a significantly improved rate. So, you know, waveform recycler, all that basically does is just allows, as I said, it increases the recharge time, but also brings up your scan radius. But originally it was called something else. I can't remember what it's called. It's like something called Theta or something, or Tau, or Sigma, you know. So it's still the same kind of things, it's just different names. Personal force field, you know, gives you better personal shield for your character. Because obviously that's probably one thing they are putting now in, is a way to increase your shielding. Because obviously you can bump into other players and battle other players. And you know, it didn't have that much at the moment on here, so I'm not gonna get any of these just yet. Because he does have a secondary inventory. So you can either buy the blueprint straight off, but that means you need. I think if you buy the blueprint, you've got the blueprint, and that basically means then you've got that for good, and you can put it onto any weapon you want, or depends on or exosuit or ship. It depends what. But you also got upgrade modules. Now I think the upgrade modules are basically, it's like it's a one-time use. So say if I was to buy, I don't know, let's just say bulk caster module, which I'm actually going to do. So just to, to demonstrate, so I'm going to buy the bulk caster module. So basically, to give another quick recap, I think the blueprints, it's basically you buy it once, and then you can basically put that technology onto whether it's for your exosuit or your gun or your ship, and you can put it onto there, so you can put it onto 6 different ships or 6 different ships. Upgrade modules, it's a one-off use. So say basically, for example, bulk caster module. So I'm going to select that. We are going to go to the multi-tool. I think this is on here. Is it on here? Cannot place item technology slot, so maybe it's for something else. Let's find out. So it must be here. So broadcaster module, there you go, it's installed. So we're gonna, oh no. So you have to press square on it to get the install ready. You go onto here, and you place it in. So double ionizer, moderate upgrade to broadcaster. Now, if I say to get a new gun, I would have to buy that again to put it onto the new gun. So basically, it's a one-off use. So you can either buy upgrade modules as a one-off use, or the blueprints as a multiple use. So you know, so basically, if you found the perfect gun for you, and you didn't want to bog yourself down with loads and loads and loads of blueprints, you can just buy the upgrade modules, and that's it. You don't have to worry about learning a shit ton of blueprints, which is useful, but also at the same time kind of counterintuitive to a degree, because it's like, well, you may as well just buy the blueprint. But you know, this was just a demonstration for you, so again, blueprints, multiple use, upgrade module, single use. So obviously he did a few bits and bobs. Now we got this guy here as well. He is another technology merchant. So it looked like he was doing weapons. He was doing weapons. This guy seems to be doing, I suppose, it looks more like more your starship. So he was your multi-tool. This guy is your starship. Again, he has the blueprints and he has the upgrade modules. And this guy is your exosuit. As you can tell, basically by this thing. Or you can come into here and upgrade your exosuit, which oh, I got them. I have the maximum amount of slots. Yeah. But I can't buy another one here, so I'm actually going to do that. And there we go. I can't seem to upgrade it anymore. But there you go, I got that. So I got the maximum amount of actual slots. Fair enough. So again, so on one side you have your stuff to do with your guilds, terminus, and galactic trade terminal, and on the other side you have again the galactic trade terminal, remnants of the old space station, and basically the shops for technology of blueprints and upgrade modules. Also on this side you have this machine here. This machine is for your appearance modifier. So basically this obviously to change the appearance of your character. I've already done my character because again I did jump into this last night just to sort of get a feel of the game, because apparently some people have been having a few problems with bugs and crashes. I haven't had too much of a problem just yet, luckily. But again, bugs like that, you can expect that to happen. You know, it's a big update. It's a very big update for the game. So if you play it, if you come load it up and there's a few bugs or a few glitches here and there, expect that to happen, because it is a very big update for the game. So let's just quickly show you on this thing here. So to change the appearance, just come to the modifier. As you can see, here's my guy. I've sort of I've gone for a whole black and red motif. So you can change the race. You got anomaly, which is just basically your standard. This is how you start. You can also be either a Viking, a traveller, a Gek, or Korvax. Now there's this empty slot here, but it's been shadowed out. Rather than them just basically getting rid of the shadow, it's been shadowed out. So I reckon there is a very small chance that they may add a new alien race into the game at some point, and then you can be that person. And I'm not gonna go through like all the different helmets and stuff like that. I'll, you know, you know, you can do that for yourself. But it's and plus anyways, plus anyway, keeps it a nice little surprise for you. Anyway, as well. You can see you can change the head, which is basically just obviously just your helmet. You can change basically the torso, which is basically the main body. The armor is the front bit, is the big bulky bit that you can see that's on my chest, the big bulky ass thing that looks like a melted toilet seat. That's your armor. You can change your gloves, you can change your legs, you can change the boots, and you can change the backpack, which is basically what is basically considered your exosuit. And you can change that. You can change all of them. You can change. There's a few different options for the looks. You can change the colours, and you can mess around with it. Have a little bit of mess around. I've gone for a Black Widow kind of motif with the black and red. So that's the general gist of the customization. A quick little rundown, but I'm not gonna go for into great detail about that in this because let you actually gonna have a look for yourself and have a bit of fun with it. But I just wanted to show you primarily what it was. So obviously with new things and new updates to the game. One new update is third person. Now I've seen on the Facebook page that I'm on, a few people have struggled to find out where you go to change it either from third person to first person or from first person to third person, because some people have started in third person. I started in first person, but some people have started in third person. So if you want to have a look at what is to basically change your camera view, all you need to do is press down on your D-pad. This is on PS4. But I would imagine the controls for Xbox are very similar. For PC, I don't know. I can't help on PC because obviously that's keyboard and mouse. But the control scheme will probably be probably pretty much the same on Xbox. So to change your camera view, you press down on D-pad, go to Utilities, and toggle camera view. And that's it. That's literally it. Nice and simple, nice and easy, nice little tutorial to change your camera view. And you just run around. I mean, you see, the movement seems a bit floaty to me. I mean, the actual animation, not so much in the ways of him running and stuff like that. The animation there's fine. It's more when you suddenly quick turn. Really, it's more when you quick turn to suddenly go backwards. It seems a bit floaty, but that's not a problem. It's just one little, one thing I've noticed, I would say. And then obviously you got your standard jetpack and wee. So back down onto that menu. If you go down onto D-pad, and then obviously you just change the camera view back if you like. So something else is change secondary weapon. So I think now you don't actually. It used to be you had to press triangle and it changed your weapon. But now it seems to be that you have to go to Utilities and change the secondary weapon. I don't actually have the geological. Most of these things I don't actually have yet because I haven't got that far into the update. So you just change. So to get your plasma launcher, you press down on D-pad, go to Utilities, and select change the secondary weapon, and then you can obviously select your secondary weapon. So next thing we have is, well, some vehicles is obviously just. Oh, you can select another ship. Ooh. Oh, that's alright then. So it looks like so if you got this ship with you, or the ship that you're using, you can decide to summon another ship and change it. But obviously you can't land here. Obviously it's a little bit different. So you might be able, I don't know what happens to the other ship if you do. I'm going to assume that basically probably the ship you're in will fly off, and then the ship that you just summoned will come down. So you can change ships whenever you want. You don't have to go back to your freighter to get the ship and then go back, which is definitely more convenient. And obviously you still have your summon freighter, summon your exocraft, and summon your actual ship. Which in my case at the moment I'm in the Silver Hornet. Recharge equipment again. That's just obviously just recharge the equipment. Pretty bog standard for there. Now a new thing they've added in is gestures. Now I'm gonna just quickly change to third person on this. So now that's another new addition to. Now obviously because of the multiplayer, is that you have gestures. You have the gesture of wave, like what that Viking did to me earlier. You have point. Now you just point, thumbs up. Hey. Could be like Fonzie. You got nope. How many times am I gonna do that to another player who just shot me? I'm gonna do that, and then they're gonna blast me in the face again. We have help. We have need resources. Because I definitely need them, because I lost all my resources because of the freighter. You just have the standard sit down. And, you know, you sat down. I may need to work on the field of view a little bit, possibly. We have over here. And we have thank you. That's a very, I don't know, exaggerated. A very exaggerated thank you. Extremely. And then you have your photo mode, which is basically, I haven't actually looked at the photo mode just yet. I don't know if that's been changed, if there's anything new on it. You got change settings. It still looks the same as it looks like it's still the same size it used to be. So that's the general gist for all that new stuff there. So again, utilities is where you camera view and changing your to secondary weapon and toggle your torch, but I don't need that at the moment. You got your summon vehicles. You have recharge equipment, gestures, and photo mode. So we are now going to leave the space station, because that's it for the space station pretty much at the moment. And also at the same time as well, you can change the view inside your starship as well, which is kind of funky, but it's gonna get me a bit used to the whole bloody new view on it. So, and scan for a trade outpost, which obviously I can't do because I'm on the space station. No, don't go back into that view. I wanna go back into that view. Thank you. Summon freighter. That's there. Recharge equipment. Again, you've got the galaxy map. Starship communicator. I'm gonna guess that's possibly to do with actually with multiplayer. Say if you got other people in the game with you or your friends in there with you, and you're all flying around, that's probably some kind of communicator. I'm not 100% sure. Or that's where if say like an NPC is trying to contact you. But unfortunately, I don't have any friends to play this with at the moment, and it kind of sucks. But maybe I'll bump into some people. And obviously you got your standard photo mode. So we are now going to go take off. Whoop. And off we go. And we are going to go to my freighter, which is surrounded by things. So my freighter has changed a little bit. One thing it's changed on is actually the colour. I mean the body colour is still the same. It's still black. But it did used to be black and yellow, but now it's on a black and cyan. So one thing I have seen about on that's new with the freighter is that you have like a platform of some kind. See, I don't know what this is. What is this? What is this thing? Is this a place to land? I don't know. I'm going backwards also. So, welcome aboard. Alright, so this is something new. Define Atlas Entity Namist. Welcome aboard, Travel Entity. I am pleased to report local trade scouts have secured favourable deals across the system. The profits await. Ooh. Alright, I love that. So I got some chromatic metal. So one thing you can do now is that you can actually go outside. I'm in space. I am literally in space. But I do believe that there's I'm gonna just talk to the camera view. That there may be no, I'm fine. All is well in the worlds of this. Apparently you can do a bit more of a spacewalk. I did hear. So I'm just gonna have a look. I'm going a bit further out. So this is this is obviously something new. I don't know what it is about full details of it just yet. But it's something about scout trade. So we're just gonna go a bit further. So we're gonna go back to the third person view. And walk up there. Oh look. Ooh. So I'm just going for a bit of a spacewalk. Now, oh, what the hell is going on with the camera? Whoa, that's weird. Oh god, I'm freezing. I'm freezing to death. That's not good. So it's interesting to be that if you go out too far, you will get very cold. I got very cold very fucking quickly. So just have a look. How cold does it get? Well, it doesn't actually tell you. It just goes stone cold. But the temperature doesn't change. But the camera also went a bit funny for some reason. But so yeah, you can actually do a bit of a spacewalk. But it probably will eventually kill you if you're out there for too long. So it's probably not a good idea to spacewalk for too long. So let's have a look down here. So I haven't fully explored the space just yet. So this is something new. What is this place? What are you? What do you do? Oh, I'm gonna go back to the to this camera angle. I can't seem to do anything with these just yet, by the looks of it. This may be something to do with multiplayer, maybe, potentially. So I can't do anything here. But this is the new part of the freighter. So new that I haven't actually looked around it yet. So let's go and have a look down here. I'm curious. You know, some of this stuff is going to be exploring this for the first time as well. So there's a lot of stuff actually going on here that I can't do. I don't know if this actually does anything directly just yet. I mean, if it does, it's not coming up. It's not showing up for me at the moment because I know maybe because I don't have any other players in with me. Then put in the comments below and let me know what this stuff actually does. If it does actually do anything. Because I am curious now. But unfortunately, there's not much else to show you here, by the looks of it, because I can't do anything here. Fucking son of a bitch. But not to worry. It's either it doesn't do anything and it's an idea for a future update, or it does do something, but I can't do anything with it because I need other players in the game. Well, where's it come? So we're actually going to go now, actually into the freighter. And we're actually going to go in. In we go. Yep. So you still have to trap the beam that pulls you in. So Black Nova is the name of my ship. If anyone wants to try and find me, when I'm in. Let's get out. One thing I did notice is that obviously some of the change in looks of the ships did also change. So for example, the Mighty Eagle, his wing structure is still pretty much the same, but unfortunately his nose is fucking changed, and now he's got a box nose. And I'm like, oh, I like my Eagle how he looked originally. And now he's got a box nose, unfortunately. But yeah, what can I do? See, you know. But for example, the visuals on this one has changed a little bit as well. But this visual I do like the change of. Okay, the front not so much, but the side and the back I do. But that one over there looks pretty funky. I haven't named that one just yet, so I've got to name that. So we're just gonna go up. Unfortunately, I can't show you too much in the actual this part because unfortunately I moved all of my base onto the freighter, thinking that I could save all my stuff. Unfortunately, I was a bit wrong, and everything I moved got deleted, and the whole layout of my freighter got deleted. Obviously because of the changes because of the update. So I now have to rebuild all of my shit. There is a lot of new things for freighter components and stuff like that. I will cover that in another episode. But you know, I can delete stuff. You know, I can delete that. I think there you go. Delete that. So there's a lot I can delete. So I gotta rechange the whole layout of my base, but I will do that in a future episode. I'm not gonna worry about that now because it's gonna take me a fucking million years to do all that. This is so yeah. Again, probably yeah. A major shitload is not happening in this one, but this is just like a little quick 101 guide to some of the new aspects of the game. So you got Galactic Commission Station. I think this is so you know it's a missions board. So you could come here to get some missions. You know, so it's like assault freighter, scan 18 creatures, defender freighter. You know, but there'll probably be the multiple different kind of versions of it. Here you have the warp map. So you basically this if you want to warp with your freighter, just go to this little tiny thing here. This thing here is manage fleet. I can't manage a fleet yet because I don't have a fleet, but obviously this will be for fleet management. Will you have this one here? So you got this. This is your merchant vessel. So at least I now know what it is. It's a merchant vessel. I'm probably going to rename it at some point. Expeditions 3 times damaged 2. So I don't know how much you can do with this just yet, but you know it's your merchant vessel, so you have a merchant vessel. Fuel requirements 9 tons, 250 light years. So you probably do have to keep it like fueled up to some degree or something, maybe potentially. But I'll look into that into more detail. So you can now have a fleet of more freighters. Fortunately, I've only got one at the moment, but that's something I'm probably going to be concentrating more on is creating a fleet rather than like building a home base. But I probably will build a home base at some point. But that's where you'll go to manage your fleet, and then you have this guy, navigator, plan and dispatch expeditions. Happy day, Captain Friend. We will plan many expeditions together, but first you must build a fleet command room. So I need to build the command room, which obviously I can't do just yet. So that's probably something we will be doing into more detail in the next part. Is basically we will be building the base to get started on the fleet, because that's going to be my main thing, is having a fleet, because I want a fleet of freighters, because I want to basically just try and get as many bloody freighters as I can and make as much money as I can from their fleet merchants. So I think there's somebody other. This guy's captain. Obviously, you have like a commander. I don't know if does he do anything new. Let's have a look. Transfer items. So he doesn't do anything new. So that's a quick rundown. So again, you go to your space station. If you go on the space station, you'll have your. So actually, I'm going to put the list of things here because you're going to have one nice big full screen of things listed with everything on. It's going to take me a while to write, but fuck it. So, on the space station, you have your terminus to travel back to a previous system that you've been to before. You also have the guild envoys to collect missions. And another one will probably, and the other one I'm not 100% sure just yet. You have your galactic trade bog standard galactic trade terminal. You also have your merchants who sell you blueprints and technology upgrade modules for your exosuit, your multi-tool, and your starship. And you have the station to where you change your appearance. On the freighter, you have your fleet management, galactic map, missions board, and fleet, some kind of planning and dispatching of expeditions. So, again, if anyone else has any more questions, or wants me to explain something again, just leave a comment down. Leave your question down in the comments below. In the next episode, we will begin working on our fleet. And it's going to take some fucking time, but hopefully I'll see you there, and maybe you may even join me in with actually getting the fleet made. I'm happily up for players to join in on my game. Just let me know if you're interested in joining in. Or you got look for the name Will Jossam to join in the game. As long as you don't decide to stab me in the back, because otherwise I'm not going to be very happy, and I'll have to stab you in the back twice. Yeah. So until the next time, please remember to like and subscribe, and to share this video with your friends and new players, because some of this information may be actually useful to them, especially Xbox players, because since they've never had this game before and they've only now recently got the manage to actually play it on their systems. And also to come and find me on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date with any news of anything that's going on with my channel, or No Man's Sky, or Skyrim, because I do Skyrim videos as well. All you gotta do is to search for Neon Eye. I'm sure, I don't put descriptions in with the videos, because I'm pretty sure you're all intelligent people and can use a search bar. So until then, I will see you all later. This is going to be like being back at bloody school learning all this new shit.